power on.
Just making some eggs. Well, I'm cooking eggs, I'm not making eggs. And then I'll be with you. Then we'll go out. Oh, hi, Laura. I'm just making some dinner. Be back in a minute.
It's bad enough
Oh,
for John
Bush.
and Doug.
I'm glad we could all play today.
They say tennis is great.
I am the CEO. Hi, Jessica. That's it. How we doing, guys? Just eating now. Sending out the leftover. Hi, Bob. I'm alright, yeah. Just having some eggs on the toast and charging my phone.
No savings go to you.
Gonna go out in a
Thanks
minute.
to Purdue Global, I got my literal dream job, but I couldn't just drop it ever when I go back to school. Classwork and seminars fit into my busy schedule. Now I have the degree I always wanted. This is my comeback. Start your
Is it hot
savings
outside?
at
Is that?
purdueglobal.edu.
Hi, John. Yeah, well, we're going out in a minute. Give me 10 minutes. Just this phone will nearly be charged up then, and we'll go. Then we'll go. Then we'll go. Then we'll go. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. But I'm out of my head when you're not around. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. God bless you, John. Those lamps. I was saying, you were there. Two worlds colliding. And what? Oh, man. All right. Don't know why. You there. You were alive. I'll come with you. We'll all go to Disney World, yeah? We'll all go to Disney. How are we doing for battery there? 80%. A few more minutes. What? Docky's a nice guy. He wouldn't block you, John. Hey, look, right, how we doing? We're going out in a minute, sunshine. Just having a coffee and just charging this phone up. Cheers, me dears. Hi, Julie. Oh, it's Docky's picture, sorry. Alright, cat. Going out in a minute. No, it wasn't farting, it was the chair. I don't fart. No, it's the chair. I don't fart. 27 in Dublin. It's unusual. Bloody hell. 27? Luckily, what was Adrian on about last night? I didn't know what he was on about. I'm going out too. I need fresh air after 3 Guinnesses. Well, we're only going to Tesco anyway, but we'll still get out for a bit. No, it's this fucking chair. It sounds like I'm always bum burping. Cooped up. Yeah, well, you can come out with us if you like. We're only going to Tesco, but you know, better than sitting indoors, isn't it? Adrian has had a lingering rage bit on his channel that. Why doesn't he fuck him off then? He should get him off. Adrian should block him then. If that's the case.
Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Hey, Meta.
He should block him then. Thanks. Oh, guess what happened there? I left the radio on. So I was going for a wee shower, right? So I left the radio on and I had to quickly fucking run out the shower because that U2 song come on, you know, that horrible one where he's always shouting with BB King, that horrible one, you know. Bono's always screaming in that song. I had to fucking run out the shower and turn it off. Oh, how we doing, Analog? How we doing? Yeah, block the cunt. If he's causing problems, block. Exactly, yeah. Adrian's too soft. He's too much of a nice guy. You should just fuck him off. Yeah, because if he's if people are not wanting to go in there because he's got a troll basically in there, people just won't go in there. More flooding. I was just about to say. Hi, Anal. I was just about to say that. What the fuck was up with that flooding yesterday, Trev? Fucking hell. Don't tell me that was right by your house. I hope it wasn't, because that looked terrifying. Honestly. Analog. It's analog, not anal. It's analog. Yeah, that's where analog is, Pennsylvania. Adrian's chat and Adrian as a host was always a nice place to be. Just been more friction the past few months. Oh, okay. Was out in health yesterday. You need to make a video and go and knock on Bono's door. Give you his fucking address. I fucking hate you two so much. Give me 15 minutes and we'll go out. That's not me farting, it's this fucking chair. I've got those new trousers on that I brought yesterday, those green ones. Exactly, yeah, it's bad flooding in America there. Bono showed up Glenn Hansard's funeral in the church and made it all about himself. Did he really? Truly insufferable cunt, aye. No, that is the fucking chair, honestly. Look. It's the chair. It's the chair. It will be cushion chair. Taco Bell had... Oh, hi Doom, how we doing, mate? We were inches from the house last year, 2 foot in the basement. Good groove, I hope everything's going to be fine. Taco Bell now, Chico's had explosive diarrhea. I think that's, well, I mean, I don't really eat Taco Bell, but I think that's like, you've had a good meal if you get diarrhea after it, right? I think that's a given, no? Need 300 more. Cat. I'm loading the groceries. If I was any wetter, I'd be a fish. It must be raining as well then, is it? Genuinely didn't know you had hassle in Tim Hortons until yesterday. Reason I mentioned Tim Hortons is because I found that there in Spain. It was fucking terrible, Lockgrey. The police had to come and everything. It was terrible, honestly. I can't blame Taco Bell for this one. Maybe the shady fucks at Taylor Farms. Well, this one was apparently to do with lettuce, not actual Taco Bell food. Like, it was lettuce, wasn't it? Which you can't blame Taco Bell for. Yeah, it was fucking terrible, Lockgrey. It was horrible, man. It was terrible. Yeah, everyone says, all Americans say that Tim Hortons coffee sucks, yeah. You never been to Taco Bell? You're American, how can you not go to Taco Bell? It was a Lotus and it was, oh right. Let's, me and Analog we're gonna Lotus Analing. I've been telling everybody for your vegetables are bad. Yeah, it was 10 out of 10 bad, Cat. It was honestly, no jokes. It was fucking, it was bad. Me basically screaming in a 10-year-old kid's face because he tried to assault my sister. Dungeon and County Meat, yeah. You're not missing, oh, Taco Bell, sorry, I thought you said Tim's, yeah. Literally, I've never had a fight with so many people in a short space of time. You know, honest to God, you couldn't make it up. I do have a loud voice apparently, so I was absolutely shouting at everyone, but my sister said she's seen me way more angry before. Yeah, basically, if you want to get technical about it, yeah, this little cunt come in, and he was going mental because I quote, so when we went in there, it was empty, and this little cunt, who was like autism, he come in and he was going apeshit because we was sitting at his table. So the mum come over, he was like going mental around the cafe, and he was literally getting every single menu off the table and was throwing it on the floor, right? So I'll just tell you the wee story, hang on. So he was coming in, don't forget it was dead empty when we was in there. He come in, again he's literally tiny streak of piss, 10 years old, 11 at the most. He comes in and he's throwing menus off the table everywhere anyway. So his mum comes up to my sister and says, is there any chance they can sit there? What's she fucking doing out the window there? These people drive me fucking insane, I love it. Neighbours. Yeah, so he's going around the restaurant like, walking up and down going like this. Right? So he's getting every menu thrown off the thing. Anyway, so he was literally standing by my sister going like this, just staring at him. So he got a menu and threw it at her head, right? So I fucking jumped up like a spot of lightning. I said, don't you ever do that again, you fucking ugly little cunt. Like, obviously, much louder than that, you know. And he was just like, I said, don't you ever even fucking look at her again, as I'll fucking drop you. I will fucking drop you, you little cunt. Anyway, so that wasn't even the worst part, right? That was not the worst part, right? So after that, he kept away from me, right? And this fucking fat cunt of a customer, not even related, he come in at the same time after these guys. He come in and says, in that stupid Nottingham accent, you know, he goes, you're not helping, mate, talking to him like that. I said, who the fuck are you? He said, do you not understand you're autistic? I said, I couldn't give a fuck what he is. Get the fuck out of my face. Anyway, so he goes, do you not want to learn about autism? I said, I couldn't give a fuck about autism. I said, I couldn't give a fuck about autism. So I sat back down, he says, oh, I can see that. Anyway, so then don't forget, this little cunt is going crazy, like throwing all the menus everywhere in the store, like going absolute crazy. So I said, so then the staff member come over, she saw what's happened, she says, don't shout at him, he's got something wrong with him. I said, I don't give a fuck what's wrong with him. He's fucking touched my sister. If he touches her again, I'll fucking bury him. Right? She says, don't do that, you'll get in trouble. Don't do that, just keep away from him. And she says, I'll give you a refund. So anyway, that was that. So then I sat back down. Now this fat girlfriend of this fat guy who tried to tell me off, she starts piping up and says, she goes, she says, oh, you're not helping speaking to him like that. He's just going to get in the rage and he's going to start smashing stuff. I said, who the fuck are you, you fat old donkey? Who are you? Anyway, said this fat guy comes back over, this fucking heap of shit. He comes back over and says, oh, don't start talking to her like that. Me and you are going to have problems, pal. I said, we've already got problems. I said, we've already got fucking problems, you little cunt. He says, don't start speaking to her like that, as I'll put you through that window. I said, you want to put me through that glass window? You fucking try. You'll be in the hospital getting fed for a straw. You go ahead. You fill your boots on. Anyway, so that was that. So then we ran over to we went over to the till. Now again, this situation is getting worse. He's got the napkins and smashed the throwing the napkins on the floor. He's literally fucking destroying the store. He's literally flipped every single table up, right? Flipped the table up every single where. The tables are upside down in the restaurant, right? So I said, we'll go get a refund. Now, the real victim here was he had a wee brother who was maybe about 4 years old, and he was fucking petrified. Now, the mum was just running around the fat cunt. She was just saying, oh, I don't know what to do. I felt like saying, grab the little cunt by the ear and fuck him off home and beat two lots of shit out of him. Anyway, so the mum was absolutely fucking useless. So my temperature's going absolutely fucking wild because there was two old guys in there. Nothing to do with them. They were just separate having their breakfast. Anyway, so they escaped while the restaurants get shut. I said, don't fucking come back to this shithole again. Right? So that was that. And then we've gone to the front of the till to get the refund. Obviously, it takes a few minutes. So this cunt's going absolutely crazy. He's literally now picked up coffee jars and he's smashing them on the floor. So there's fucking glass everywhere, all over the floor, right? There's fucking glass all over the floor. It's really scary. Now, my sister had a skirt on, right? And I wouldn't know what I've done if it cut her leg or something. I honestly don't know. Anyway, so he's going absolutely crazy, wrecking the entire cafe. So I was chatting to this nice lady. Now, she had 2 daughters, right? They must have been 10 and 12 maybe. So the mum's gone in to get breakfast and they're standing there in the corner. So don't forget, I'm the biggest guy in this cafe. So standing at the front of the store, and the little girl was fucking terrified, God bless her. So I gave her a hug. I said, just stand there, don't worry, it's fine. And the mum was saying, oh, I need to get my food. I said, get a refund, you don't fucking want this food. You don't want any of this fucking food. Anyway, so the staff have made the smoothies for what the woman had ordered, right? This fucking little cunt come along and spat in everyone's drinks that was at the till, right? So she said, oh my God, I'm going to be sick, I'm going to throw it. So I said, if you're going to be sick, throw up all over that fucking cunt there. And I was shouting at the mum. I said, you call yourself a mum? You're a dirty fucking filthy gypsy cunt. You should be ashamed of your fucking self. Anyway, and the mum's like, I don't know what to do. Anyway, so this fat cunt who tried to tell me off first, who's just a member of the public, right? He's still standing there waiting for his food. This fucking ugly cunt's still waiting for his food, right? He's just standing there waiting for his food. So we got the refund, and then luckily I managed to have a go at the fat cunt before I left. No, not Roma gypsy, fucking English gypsy, no. So this fat cunt's still standing there waiting for his food. Now there's literally, I've never seen so much coffee on the floor, like coffee beans, glass, fucking everything just destroyed, right? No, it wasn't Roma gypsy, no, English gypsy, Nottingham. So that was that anyway. So that fat cunt standing there still waiting for his food. I said, you call that autism? That's fucking evil. I said, you fat cunt, you make me feel sick. I said, you should go fucking off yourself, do us all a favour. He didn't say boo to the boy. He tried to put me in my place, this fucking customer. Yeah, he wouldn't say boo to the little cunt smashing the shop. He was just standing there with all that glass going everywhere. And my sister shouted at him as well. She said, you're saying don't upset him because he's going to start smashing stuff. She said, the cunt's already smashing stuff. I said, you make me fucking sick. Go off yourself. And then believe it or not, this was the final straw. So they opened the emergency exit. So I said to the 2 wee girls, I said, go out. I said, get out. Just because it's not safe in here. I don't want to leave you in here. It's not safe. And the girl was crying. She said, oh, I don't want to leave, Mum. I'm scared. Anyway, so she got the refund. That was that. And then, I mean, it must have only been 5 or 6 minutes, but you know how time slows down. It must have felt like a lot longer. What was the final thing? She says, oh, he doesn't know how to cope. She said his dad's died. I said, I couldn't give a fuck if his dad's died. I said, I couldn't give an absolute fuck. Anyway, so we just quickly drove out the restaurant. We went to go get a coffee somewhere else. That wasn't the final bit that was not the final bit though. The funniest part of it was obviously I don't know my way around there, so I followed the sat nav. About half hour later, it took us past the fucking cafe again. No sign of the police, no sign of the guards. There was 2 staff members on the door to not let people in. The absolute restaurant was closed because it was literally destroyed. It was a health hazard. The funniest part, the fat cunt that tried to tell me off, my sister looked in the window when we drove by, he was still sitting there stuffing his fucking face. Let me just read these comments. It was terrible though. It was horrible. It was horrible, honestly. Alright, let me read these messages. Yeah, it wasn't autistic, it was just a little cunt. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it wasn't autistic. He was just a little spastic cunt, yeah. Exactly. She should have, as soon as he started kicking off, she should have fucking grabbed him by the ear and fucking threw him under the stairs. 100% cat. It's just used as an excuse to be naughty, yeah. My son as well doesn't there. No, Doom Turtle, she was fucking terrible. She shouldn't have even been a parent, you know. I felt like saying, I mean, I thought of loads of stuff after, that I should have said at the time to roast her. Like, she had the two boys where I should have said to her, I should have said, oh, are they twins, are they? I said, no. I said, oh, I can't believe anybody's fucked you twice. Fucking ugly old cunt. Oh, it was about 15 minutes, I reckon, Lockery. We was in there from start to finish. But like I said, we left and it was still going on. It was actually getting worse when we left. Oh, I know that. I always see them thieving in Lidl, Lockery, yeah. She don't know what to do. Take the kid home and get the... No, but I mean, he needed shooting dead. I'm sorry, if someone had done that in America, he would have been shot dead, the little cunt. No, the kid, don't feel sorry for the kid, no, dude. He was just fucking, he needed putting down. He was just, when he threw that at my sister's head, he fucking crossed the line. Oh, sorry, that was what I was going to say as well. Sorry, I completely forgot. So the fat girlfriend who started having a go at me saying you're not helping, my sister said, who the fuck are you? She said, oh, there's no need to talk to him like that. It was just a bit of cardboard he threw at you. Like, excuse me? Fucking hell. It was terrible. Honestly, it was terrible. If that happened in America, someone would have just got a gun out, I'm pretty sure. But the worst part of the whole story is, like I said, when we went in there, it was completely empty. There's no one in there, it was empty. And even the staff members was fucking terrified. Poor wee Indian girl behind the counter, she was terrified. Yeah, that's what she said. What's it going to be next? Is it going to be hot coffee? That's what the cheeky cunt said to my sister. She said, oh, it's only a bit of cardboard. Fucking hell. Exactly. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, it was horrible. The worst part was, though, the fat cunt, just the customer saying to me, oh, don't talk to him like that. He's got autism. I said, I don't give a fuck. He's touched my sister. So there's going to be fucking trouble now. You know? Absolutely well said. She shouldn't have been a mother. But, you know, like I said, the saddest thing apart about all of that was the wee boy, the brother. He must have been about 4 years old, right? And he was fucking terrified. Not once did the mother look out for the little brother. Not once. Instead of her grabbing hold of him, he's going around smashing the restaurant up, right? And all she's doing is moving stuff out of the way that he can't smash. Oh, just fucking make me sick. Honestly. And truth be told, I don't think I can go back in there again. Yeah, imagine that dude, right? Say for argument's sake, right, the kid has got autism. I'm sorry, I don't care. If he touches somebody close to me, there's going to be a fucking war. There's going to be fucking trouble. Imagine you're just sitting there and he threw a cardboard at you, he started shouting and he threw the cardboard menu at your wife's head. Any decent guy who cares about their loved ones would have done exactly the same. The craziest part, though, how it started, we were sitting there. I could sense something was up, you know, just from body language. The fucking mum come over and she says, oh, he's all upset because you're in his seat. She said, move tables. My sister said, are you fucking kidding me? Fuck off. Move the kid, not the stuff. But they had to close the restaurant. It was closed. You know, it's all very well saying thing, it's just a bit of cardboard. If that was an actual restaurant with like steak knives, what if you fucking stabbed somebody or something? You know, yeah, that's alright, Kat, yeah. I can't believe it. You know, like, you can say, oh, Shan, why did you lose your temper? You imagine if that was your daughter sitting there, or your wife, or whatever, and some little cunts come in and thrown something at her head. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Julie, I've just had a long rant. You best rewind it, because, you won't believe what I've just told you. You best rewind it by about 10 minutes, Julie. Yeah, so when we drove by about half hour later, the fat cunt was still sitting in there, eating his fucking burger or whatever it was. No sign of the police. There was just two staff members telling people not to go in. And the restaurant was fucking destroyed. It was absolutely destroyed. Literally every single table was tipped over. Yeah, I just can't believe it. Now, I don't know what would have happened if he'd spat at me or spat in the food or grabbed coffee in front of my sister, I don't know what I would have done, because my my anger was on about 40%, shouting at him. My sister said, I'm surprised you was that calm, because I can go to a pretty 100 easily. Exactly, that's being a good parent, Doom, exactly. She let him fucking control the whole situation. She must have been about 40, 45. She was fat, obviously. She could have controlled that situation. You know, I just feel sorry for the little boy, the little brother. He must have been absolutely fucking petrified. You know, terrible. I'm over it now, kind of, but I'm not gonna lie, it's put me off going back in there, in the cafe. I won't go even a different branch. I'm not interested, you know. He's gonna have a pretty fucking rough life, I tell you that, if he's getting upset that someone's sitting at his table. Fucking grow up, you little inbred cunt. Couldn't make it up. I bet Lockray wish he never asked now. It was just horrible though. It was a horrible situation. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. It was just truly horrible, you know. And then when I see him spitting that poor lady's drink, oh fucking hell. No problem. Thanks, Analog. Thanks, brother. I don't know what would have happened if he hit my sister. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because that was me being quite tame. Very curly, yeah. And I can pinpoint the exact time when my hair started going curly. Annie. When I first met Annie about 5 months ago, my hair started going curly. So I don't know what that means, but... yeah, exactly. She didn't give a fuck. She was just giving into him. She was like saying to my sister, "Oh, can you move? Because that's his table. Suck me whole. Fuck off." You know. That kid will be in prison soon anyway. He'll probably end up raping the mum or something. You hear about in the newspaper. His mum is his kid's mum. That's how it goes. All the interbreeding. Oh, but it's terrible though. It's terrible, honestly. It's terrible. Fine, we got our money back, but it's not really the point, is it? You know, fuck me off for the rest of the day. Yeah, it was just horrible. How old was he? Probably 10. Definitely no older than 13. And he was like a fat fucking... like a badger, but only short. You know, I was the fucking giant in that cafe there. And then the worst part was that fat cunt trying to tell me, "Oh, you're not helping talking to him like that." Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Get out my face. You know, fucking spaz. But like I said, he was damned to put me in my place, yet he wouldn't even tell the boy off. It was crazy, Docky. It was terrible. Absolutely, Joan. Exactly. Luckily, it was the last day, though. Luckily. I mean, if that was in America, someone would have just got a gun out and shot the little cunt. It's totally different here, though. 5:15, yeah. Did you rewind it, Julie? You can hear the story. Yeah, it was just horrible though. It was just horrible. Ocean, how are we doing? All right, I'm going to get going. Have a best day, buddy. Oh, thanks, dude. That's really kind, man. Thanks, brother. It was just a situation that nobody could prepare you for. You couldn't write it if you was writing a book. You couldn't write that story. You know. Cheers, brother. Thanks, dude. Oh, Shane, not much. How are you? That's nuts. The mum. Yeah, she didn't give a fuck. She didn't care. Fair enough. If you're gonna throw a tantrum, fucking touch my sister, we're gonna have fucking problems. And then the worst part was that silly cunt saying, "Oh, it's just a bit of cardboard." Like, what the fuck? Going to see Declan Early. Where is he? Where is he? You're up in Scotland, aren't you? I still not uploaded my Declan video from last year. I need to upload it. Still keep meaning to do it. I'll do it soon because you reminded me. Where are you going to see him? Is he up in Aberdeen again? Right, I'm going to quickly get ready. I'm going to put a Declan song on for you, Oisin. I'm just going to quickly get ready, then we'll go out and get a coffee. I'll put Ballad of the Big Tom on for you. Hang on, let's get it up here.
Power on.
Where is it? Here you go, I'll put this on for you. I'll quickly go and get ready and go out. That's not me farting, guys, it's the chair.
Hello there. Oh.
Be back in 2 minutes. Oh, so slow this Wi-Fi. It's not so rainy in the town of Ahoy. But it's right to have a baby boy. Don't any notice what the white old woman said. She said this child's special, that she dried the baby's hair. More than 20 years have quickly passed, the boy was now a man. And when they heard him sing, did they understand the words that white old woman spoke all those years before? The baby's name was Melvin, and how I love both of them. They stood in the States again for many, many years. They changed lots of good and they forgot the years. But it's the very criminal, and the roses blame again. Everything very naughty. Wexford. He's always on the road, yeah. Right, I'm just going to restart this live stream. We're going out now. I'll see you in about 2 minutes, guys.